limit. Good morning to everyone watching us around the world. You can also join us on a social media platform, especially on YouTube, Net2 TV GH on YouTube, so that you can also contribute your quota to this morning's hottest discussion. Stories moving around in the political arena. In the NPP, the orphan constituency nomination forms and matters that is coming up from the party, and the presidential race, 10 aspirants from the New Patriotic Party, whereby the super delegate conference will be held at the venue itself has not been communicated to media people or the general public, but I think after the 28th August, it's there that the masses will declare the 5 out of the 10, so that one will be chosen out of the 5 to lead the ruling government, the New Patriotic Party, in the coming election 2024, per our constitution of our dear republic. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us all be glad and rejoice in it. The name still remains Owuahene Entwi Buisiako. Call a friend and tell a friend to join us. That Ghana's biggest program is airborne live on Net2 television. Midi Owuahene Entwi Buisiako Enedi Amejiso. The queen of the dialogue, Abena, Nyarko, will also be joining me. Then we review stories coming up on the front pages and stories within the newspapers. Daily Graphic, the big story here, Accra Street Death Trap for motorists. Traffic lights dead. Urban roads battles to keep them on. And that's the big story here. Attorney General inaugurates Registrar of Companies Office in Kumasi. Oil fields to produce 120,000 barrels daily. Energy Ministries. Those are the stories on the front page of the Daily Graphic. After the Queen is seated, we'll be reviewing those stories. Government begins payment of food supplies. A lot of agitations by food suppliers are the buffer stocks and other matters. So government has assured them of paying their monies or arrears to them. Let's keep NPP in power. That's the Vice President of our dear Republic, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Twin brothers on the run for killing friend. Oh, very sad tragedy. And Oforiatta present mid-year budget July 25th. Is another story coming up on the Daily Guide. And 1.5 million young persons not in education, employment and training. This is government statistician Professor Samuel Anim making such statement. Boost for SMEs. Government disburses about 100 million Ghana cedis to 105 enterprises to promote industrialization and youth employment. Ahafo, please investigate death of colleague. And that's also a story coming out of the Ghanaian Times. That's the most authoritative newspaper. In the Daily Statement, 105 firms get 100 million Ghanaians GSDF grants. And Alan Cash, one of the 10 aspirants, outlines formula for NPP 2024 victory. That's also a story coming up here. Akosua Menu MPP will recapture lost Adenta seat in 2024. It's also one of the aspirant, Akopre, the upcoming primaries within the New Patriotic Party. And I replace Rollins as your godfather, Alan tells Voltarian. That's the story here. CJ Tokono gladdens hearts of JUSAC members. Slain police officer laid to rest. Buzia comes to life at Hotel Wawa. That's a book Kwanson's article. So we're reading those stories this morning here, live on Net2 TV. This is your show. Be part of us. Now, yatina si emphasize Emma Agyapong Nyankropon to trubun so tete kwafre mo se ade yo ehuntehu ehubobrim okofre bo tete botan nyame awan ne ho prekasa jamedu a ofiti krotua na ne ho jefim divine selections no aso so anopai nti anopai de yatana see the Ghana Huntadrin and Komodie and about this roundtable discussion on the dialogue show issue pertaining to development of our dear nation. Since the Fourth Republic of our democratic dispensation, it has been the NPP and the NDC, these two political parties, and Omodi Yenimaba Medusa and Pempensoi, minority boycotting parliamentary businesses based on 3 of their colleagues. That is their concern. From the minority side, the minority leader himself is part of those people, and the current MP for Ascent North, James Jachikwesin, who is standing trial for perjury. He was a citizen in Canada and at the same time came here to represent his people in one of the constituencies. Say Oko Embrano and Nim. Collins Dowda, the former Works and Housing Minister, the issue of Saglemi, and so Edda Epanoso. The queen of the dialogue is seated. Abena Nyarko Kwekuma, and Opey Watna say, Ibidin Komo. So be part of us, Nemfa Ghana Hon and Komo, and Fa Emma. YouTube no so and 2 TVGH. Remember now what I say the Mema Wakabe, and now Ubi Trossimum, and Opey the Yamedia so. Mema watch.
Am I your co-pastor?
You know, I'm not a pastor, you know.
Now you are what?
Oh, me a motivational speaker. Maybe I find.
Nyamia domine na humo bronti maybe I come. Yeah, me who den secretary konkron.
Udayi as usual.
Yeah, I slept
from
so
now,
well.
because looking at the weather there and said there untimi excuse me. Udayi ma.
Yeah, I slept so well. Na no person wo come brofo do na
broni ba.
Ah, till I come brofo bebre no. Na me dey mention brofo dey when dey.
Also they all can wire and well.
Sorry. Ba me nyira de kakra.
Well, me just so broni. Where's the gun and your quarter broti?
But 1 2 3. There can you know want to
don't it?
Sir.
Or to cry yaka.
Hey, all right.
Tunim. Mama mao ay kakane huni ni pabai.
Okay.
On say 25th July ya umia. July umia. Say a World Autism Day. Until your name mami bedi enkomo kakra.
Oh, okay.
So
about
she's
autism.
called she's called Sandy Dorsey. She's a speech language pathologist, educator, and global advocate for children with special needs.
Wow.
And she has provided diagnostic and therapeutic speech services for over 20 years in a variety of SLP care settings for children and adults from diverse and undeserved communities. And she's providing remote teletherapy services through her private practices, all about speech. And after decades of life experience, she found her purpose facilitating access to therapeutic resources for children and their families, primarily in Africa and Caribbean. And Sandy founded Smiles for Speech in July 2017 to support families in low-income communities with evidence-based intervention through interdisciplinary services trips and other ways. As a proud Howard University graduate, Sandy is eager to give back to the next generation of speech language pathologists with a focus on cultural responsiveness and increasing diversity in the field of speech language pathology.
Oh, okay.
We are privileged to have her here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah, oh, I know autistic children. Oh, yeah, I know them. Okay, so those children who can't speak.
That is it.
Yeah,
yes.
she helps them to
fantastic,
speak.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So we'll be speaking
how are you able to do that? I would want to know. Yeah. No, I'm bro for your baby.
Anope, if I trust them, the book of James chapter 1 verse 27, the Nyamiaka and the Nante Asha Fufuro Enkra. Dear natural Semneka. James chapter 1 verse 27. James chapter 1 verse 27. Dear Nyamiaka. You come from Kakrama me and now the Chinus are one.
Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction.
Okay.
And to keep himself unspotted from the world.
That is James chapter
1:27.
Good.
Onyamesumu a ehwo tie na ehwo ni fin wo Agya Nyankopɔn anim ne sɛ obi kɔhwɛ nwesia na ekunafo wo ahohia mu na oyi no ne ho free wiase nkekae mu.
Ɔse nyamesum pa ehwo tie.
Yes.
Brofun kan bibi wo yusu ɔse pure ana o de ne sɛ dey.
To be ɔse undefiled.
No, the by.
Yes.
But okay, other version also pure and generosity.
Okay.
Nyamesum pa ehwo tie.
Okay.
Ti yakasa we nyamesum ni a o nyamesum no ho tie na sɛ nyamesum no ye o de mu tie ne de ho tie ne ho tie.
Of course.
Na Bible as stating categorically said nyamesum pa ehwo tie so be nyanka.
Any ewisia. Any ekunafo.
Any ekunafo.
Ewo ahohiahia.
Very good. So this morning, oh hwe me anope ya. Say uye adoyema inyanka. Uye adoyema ewisia. Ye unyanka ne wa ewisia.
Oh yeah.
Ewisia ne dey.
Ewisia ne ye mom and dad died.
And I'm president me. Ewisia president.
And Janka ne ye one parent.
Okay, Janka de baako awu na baako te ase.
Yes.
But the omame awu.
Me de ni bia.
Okay, o de say omuna samo ho.
Eh, papa bi.
Nti uye Janka na me ye ewisia. Me de maame na awu. Papa no so awu. Enti nyamesum pa ehwo tie. Eni se eni awisia eni wa Janka. Yen mum de nyame adum tetea. Na mum wa bonten.
Gofo wa hohiahia.
Ah wa hohiahia mu. Omo nya ba bi fo otinto. Wo free school fees. Wo pa bibia die. No wa hohiahia wo tenkofo nchen ne tetem nyamesum pa ehwo tie ne se wo behwe sankofo ne ena kunafo nso. Ona wo kunu mawu. Ba mema nso ere nu wa muso ekunafo. Bata Muslim no mo. Muslim
na mema ne de
mema na say ehun so mema ntini ho odin ebi obetumi akoye adwuma but oba na ehun mo bomo ti anope so hwemi a we two for ahye nkran kakra say nyamesom pa ehun tie Bible na ekon ene say awisia inyanka ne awisia ne kunafo ubeyi ubibi kakra de abo. This morning, I'm asking you, say, how many times, sorry, a woman, in Shabi Bribe, Yamir, Shoni Sikabi Bribe, how many times now what we are catching or software say, so for more we see in Yankano, a Kunafuano, maybe be put a more 5 kilo no back necessary cup for mom. Bible said, Yamesomu pa a hot tea, and it's obvious any pay adoy. So pay. So untan yesali na mse ye ne nhyira so we dey
actually ene dey no kwasem
afutu kakra me dey
no kwasem pa birthdays bi wo ho ma menya ansa wadaroma chama yire chama yire
ya
obuasin chama yire ene ye ne birthday enti
chama yire na emu
chama yire na emu birthday anti comfort sapon aka chama wife obuasin ene eye ne birthday nti chama yire ya ma happy birthday sanso ena happy birthday foforo nso so ewa ha sister Pearl Cancer ene eye ne birthday Pearl Cancer ene eye ne birthday Auntie Millicent Abuaje o Kaneshi Presbyterian Women Fellowship ena always show no happy birthday
na Millicent Abuaje wo do say
and never say about Waka US.
Also, the Millicent Abuaje.
Yeah.
And a Ghana, so I don't know anyone.
Ebia. Maybe I may find out. Eti Osi and Wishy Auntie Pearl Cancer. Happy birthday. And Nyamisha Nona Onyanike Sepa. Sound so Enna Ora Emmanuel Kwekuma. My husband. And a birthday. Let me know what happy birthday.
The room can trust.
And they were conta birthday.
Let's say, what can you on your let
me kind of say,
come on, Santos. Mima conta udane. And 18th July.
Yes.
Sakam you.
Yeah.
Wish him my conta.
It's no Ora Emmanuel Kwekuma. My husband. My husband. And they would a happy birthday. Yes, Yankopon said, Uncle Swa and your bamboo for. Na oma wunyini eni wonkwa na men e wasase so na wakoma so ade nyina
enti na woda no ye de na makonta
o si e bibia ni ayefa nche weekend On a weekdays, no, ocean a chia or banana say.
Okay.
So no on pontem.
Okay.
Intino.
To baby be special.
Oh,
send her your mouth.
They are. Oh, you be special, mommy.
Oh.
That be na
wonder.
It's a day na wo dey ba.
Oh, that akunta.
Yeah.
Ye minkwa makonta. Minkwa makonta. Kwekuma. Mesra wo. De mesra mpaibon nya mema osisi munya de. Wadaruma.
Pamcho mo fa Ghanaian Times. I mean how?
How say? The mesra man no.
And say.
Mpaibon mesra man no. Say nya mema na nkwatintin. Na men to no nkwanem.
Amen.
Nyame ma sika pi.
Amen.
O de be hwe oso yi.
Amen.
Nyame ma sika cruise na ofi ono. Ne ta ne na se fo. Ubenya no. Ubehwe mo kama ne mmom. Nyame ma wa hoden wo empem. O Yesu dimti amen. Amen.
Tara ere. Happy birthday,
Papa. Akonta na de nyame nhira obebre. Enti na nsu egugu fom kakra yi.
Sa.
NSA no nka mo me news senator nka wi anka ma onka news.
Sa, ga me wi na meko.
Na nka ma kofie.
Na makoye dey.
Ozo ni fie ho.
No, e de birthday no go to fie.
Oni wo. Ye brade ja kwa nkra birthday. Mate wo de enko de bon kraten mu.
Afi de enko.
He said maybe pon atum. Yenkom.
Ghanaian Times. 1.5 million young persons not in education, employment, or training.
This is serious. Asem na aba no. 1.5 million Ghanaians.
Yes, young persons. They are not in education, they are not employed, they are not in any training.
This is very sad.
Yeah.
Very, very sad.
2022 third quarter labor statistical report. MTN poised to invest $1 billion in network expansion over a 5-year period. Boost for SMEs. Government disburses 100 million Ghana cedis to 105 enterprises to promote industrialization, youth employment. Ahafo police investigate death of colleague. And also page 12. Hey, I can't speak Tree. I shall want tell Scott. Sene omukrom kasa Mandarin. Yo. 1 in every 4, representing 24.2% of young persons between 15 and 24 years were not engaged in education, employment, or training during the third quarter of 2022, the Statistical Service has revealed. The 24.2% represent 1.5 million young people between the ages of 15 and 24 years. A statement issued by the GSS from the Annual Household Income and Expenditure Survey 2022 third quarter labor statistics report issued to commemorate this year's World Youth Skills Day, as copied to the Ghanaian Times, said the figure represented 1.5 million persons in the age group. The World Youth Skill Day is celebrated annually on July 15 to mark the strategic importance of equipping young people with skills for employment, decent work, and entrepreneurship. And the theme for this year's program is skilling teachers, trainers, and youth for a transformative future. The Akrata Nika Yinani so my survey be manaba betodua say young people between the ages of 15 and 24. Omunko school, omonso omunya adwuma, omonso so omunso ensan adwuma bia. Those people, what are they doing? Well, we don't know. Yo, eno adwuma de kase bi pa ekoso ewo Ghana ha. Na your friend Ghana Skilled Development Fund. Through that fund, they've been able to disburse 100 million Ghana cedis to SMEs, small medium enterprises ewo Ghana ha. Na omo chese 105 ena omo achiche scan de ama omo between omo share ade na sin besinde. This is the first batch ya omo de ama nti 200 million loan ena International Development Association and World Bank omo de aba for Ghana Jobs and Skills Project. Nti we say no omo ye master for no omo ye madam for no omo de say sika ma omo so that omo so be debate training other people enti TVET na omo de say sika ma enti no Deputy Minister of Education in charge of TVET Mrs. Gifty Chumampofo na okọ dwumedie na sibie na Dr. Fred Chey Asamoaya ono na CTVET oye Director General omo nyina na omo kasa ye ewo dwumedie no ase yeah on say eno ayebo amane say ahafo police ni bi ewu eda kwaye bi emu aha nkofo se ono ana ekun ne ho ebi no so kire say he was assassinated ebi no so kire say o kire say omudumi hu de baaye because na ni tuo ni jane nchen your friend no Sergeant Titus Avoka aza Siyande enti ahafo police command ne say omo be investigate sa case no mahu de ebaya police ni no ahwere ne nkwa. Back page of the Ghanaian Times, 100 SMEs undergo capacity building in Tamale. Oko Tamale, which is small and medium-sized enterprises. A bit wo hold my best 100 or mama omo capacity building training. Ewo Tamale and important.
All right, my info the Bokrata a daily guide and to the Bokata and Apostle. So daily guide says, let's keep NPP in power. Baumia says so. Government begins payment of food supplies into the Alhaji Hanan Abdul Wahab Aludiba and Funi Abatoha. Ofuriata presents mid-year budget July 25. And also, that's Monday coming.
Monday, July 25. Oh, okay.
That's Friday, Saturday, 22nd.
Yeah, Friday, 21st.
Maybe Tuesday.
It's any week.
Any week. Pepe. I'm in a sad story. Twin brothers on the run for killing friend. Aisha one ran illegal company, and wahasiya. I mean, court page 6. Na arahosemaba. Was it twin brothers, Farouk and Haros, have allegedly stabbed their friend Al-Hassan Suleiman, 16-year-old, to death at a pub in Brekum municipality of Bono region. Oh, we so the Arahopao. Mwamunyon 16 years there. Muko pub on so kolape abape pub kododo. Abanzi the pub on. Sa oma yinano na mi hu bi da wo.
Shisha no.
Na mi hu bi da.
Ah oh.
Shisha no. Oma kan ba minim se no monom no.
Ah oh. Anya na. Na
no adenta ha na baabi na me se me kopa baabi ahome kakra.
Ah wo tena ase.
Na me tena ase.
Ah.
Ti me tena ase afi de me kohwe a. Ya de ade bi aba ahoma sa so.
Yeah.
Na afi edu baabi na ebojim.
Oh ani omo de ne nye electronic one bi electronic one.
Me hu eno so kra de charge eno so mani atwa bi so eno so mo de boba no charge ya na otwe na ni hwinim na so nyina musi
yeah
na me say fa na sia wiase aduri
enkola nketenkete na enom shisha
na te onum wia te onu omo ayi na onum no on sika obetu ya wo anti package no ya share se ne ya share sama wo du ba bia na obuje no
eja the flavors
eja na no ya de pe no yibi go ho eh bia Ghana aduri na bra wane kofa ba kroma shisha
kwa nenim
mate
mento azo
enti onto asma mi wi ha oze omo supply man nnuane no
yeah
omo agititi enya sam keto
yeah na nim omo koda ho
ko jam
omo koda ho de omo ko port ni ade nyina ko no aduane ho
enti mi no
omo omo yiska
yes aban o say aban me say July ya yo me say next week aban be start to moka aban be start to
eya memo omo ma na nyansa
mentiase ni nyina wo finance o enye ana no sika no finance minister ho ono mfa ma wa obesire tua
na na ya na omo twen ya ma ngofo ni pekete ansa
mentiase sika no ye dan ya bedai
ubetua
juice for the
omo ye dede sa ansa na wotua sa na ede
juice for the omo ye dede ye tua ya ma wa show omo sika na tuo eni so omo free strike no nti adentina even abana unimade ba kwa empany for having pa
communication
very good periodically with me constitution yes just act for mo how to say oh ya chobi bi atopono so say wa hwe mo anyesi ya mayebeko munya botre
yeah
ma bontenta ye nim sa de ne yo
ani ene
well
The new crusading guide, Alancha Martin touts sacrifice in NPP. Court of Appeal judgment on why Kennedy Agyapong's application was thrown out. Minerals Commission CEO commended for effective regulation of the mining industry. Remove disturbing lottery and betting taxes in mid-year budget review. Polling and electoral executives will lead my campaign. We don't engage land guards, Ministry of Lands. Yes, Ministry of Lands engage a Jumekobi. Na say Jumeko no, omo na omo kwagigi aban asase. Edema aban no.
Okay, so be afa.
Aban asase. Na aban no a ono na security agencies in national nsa. Ena omo wo tumi no. Aban tumi nye sa adwuma, age sa nkrankra Jumeko na betumi aye sa adwuma no. Owi a na etwa asase ne bia ma no.
Aban asase no.
Enura minority for na ye serious case against Saade we.
Abaya otisui.
Abaya sase.
Abaya sase.
Say bia zongo jansin ha ya abaya sase.
Abaya dia.
Na nkrofo enkrochi. Omo enkrochi ni nyina na abaya ni twia wanka ho hwe. Omo betena so no mo di ntintiman a. Yesi abaya so wontu menyi. I just a private company no be employ no. Na ono akwaji asase ne dia ma abaya wi na etwa bia ma. Obi adwuma o ye no okrom ha no ya.
This is very sad.
Yeah.
Baby Ghana.
Now sa adwuma ko na yes adwuma oni adwuma ko no. Ah, what one wa o ye o.
Afena me hu enya kwofo ya we tie
wamwa na minority for say abanya employee landguard ha odi adwuma na afena lands commission no ba say
okra all the apparatus
exactly
akade bi aban wo no yasa kofat ankrankra say ono na aban asase na ya encroach no onkonkoje
ma aban no wi na etwa bia ma no into ono prime area bia wo krom ha bia wo asase wo ho. I mean, what is this?
Oh,
what is this? And Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources has denied allegations by the minority caucus in Parliament that it engages the services of land guards to protect its lands. Minority members of the Lands and Forestry Committee of Parliament accused the government of engaging the services of land guards to retrieve and protect government lands, indicating that it was a revelation made by the Chief Director of the Ministry and of Lands and Natural Resources, Professor Patrick Agbesinyale, during a meeting with the committee. But the ministry in response said it has only engaged the services of Anyok Holding Limited Company, a registered limited liability company, to assist in reclaiming encroached government lands, and that particular engagement has been in effect since 2012.
Okay.
Yes, since 2012, no more engaging the services of that company. Anyok Holding Limited. Say omo ena omo beje aban asase e de ama omo.
Ah wo.
Aban na de won to me nyina asase. Aja mawie madam. Mid-year budget review no be ka kokinkan no. Ena omo say lottery and betting taxes bi wo ho no mu a aban na nyemfiri ho.
Ma wona ka.
Oh.
Hwem me pese mo.
CSBO for no eye ehemfo. Me ba be kan ma.
Say ekuo de enchani ate. Ye de tibi. It tikuo sa anti. Me nkofo kro.
Me de ma.
Ana nkofo na ba so na ma bibi.
Na me hwiwe.
Omo de omo nche ho.
Omo se abanyi sa tax ni free so. Na yenyi nte enfree so na yefa nto hwan for so.
Bet no.
Omo se yenyi free bet no.
Na se adi ba bia akwa udi ba yi a o se otua ho to.
Yeah.
Eto sebi eto de eno na de chichire o man bia.
Na wo ka tax asem so sebi be ne wo.
So that we can tour no.
Aha.
A tour.
The convener of the Coalition of Small Business Owners.
Coalition of
Small Business Owners.
Okay.
NACSBO no.
Okay.
Mr. Justice Ayedonko is calling on government to either remove or review the tormenting taxes that were introduced by the government as part of the conditions to secure the 3 billion IMF deal.
Mate. I mean, for the daily statement and to also na enko yenim. I say 105 firms get 100 million GSDF grants as TVET promotes industrialization. Alan outlines formula for NPP 2024 victory. Akufo-Addo leaves for Portugal. Akosua-Menu MPP will recapture lost Adenta seat in 2024. So Akosua-Menu on so picking forms.
Yeah, I know. I mean, who said na 13 for dinner name.
Okay. On so picking the forms. Now I'm ko Portugal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, say Ghana Blasters. Team na say nti okuhu Cristiano Ronaldo ana so me boy ana. Cristiano mampani wo ko Portugal wa ko sabre do akodu. Omomode ehu si aro na ma 7 mai. Ohunu mai na Blasters yi da bana nye. Wo de o ma na poka krebe oba no da ma GFA no.
Yo.
Oko Portugal. They say we obesa to aso akọ Italy.
Oh, okay.
Nti mampani oni no wo nhia mu bia unya no because otu ekwan. Enu a omo ye omo nsa no nyuma no ye chiche sika mom. We e free bonto. Aban se omo fan contract omo nyuma mu. Democrat the daily statement. Yura Alan Kojo Chiremanten one of the 10 aspirants are all pray. So be 2 Frankama NPP. Krata yi chese ono so di nani suade hunu ene ni team po a oji se MPP bitme di nkonim in the year 2024 general elections no. Oba pro in the voter region. Ho and Alan Cash edisa nsemi enso akwakotuja.
The Chronicle, Kokobot to exchange 7.9 billion bonds on new terms. CJ Tokono gladdens hearts of JUSAC members. As a JUSAC for near so you bet you and no money again.
That's the first year. Say July money.
Yeah.
July my bet you musika.
Slain police officer laid to rest. Until we anymore IGP no salute to police in or mobile.
Be a post in be a free move. On the in the line of duty or IGP kwa salute.
I think so.
Me say that who be that? Who be that?
Me who be that?
Say IGP.
Ebi another be omo ye ba we ni na aba.
Dan parade obey you. Ono papa we. Obuwa. Na no kwa masamai.
Na no so say me hu so de nkola bi twa kwan.
Hwe. So kwa masamai. O say I mean engaging the community people. Nti nkofo hu police for how do they receive them? Na nkola hu police for no mu dwane. Nti eno ko schools no ko catch no. The police are your friends.
Yeah.
Nti who police are and you can so dwane no church mo. Oh, na efe.
Dan
parade indomie hu nyina ko. IGP.
So no to meaning for bonkomo. Say sa na ye.
Me say na no okwa.
First na a police force. Now it is police service.
They
are rendering
service. Na no nam la pass was okwa pro Christmas obi indomie no wasom. Was enti moton say. Oh my GP ni yakono say. Papa we. Oh, Papa no pay him watching.
I will replace Rollins as your godfather. Alan tells Voltarians. Na minim say no ho na Chronicle for my quotation idea or say if a man makes a vow to the Lord or takes an oath to bind himself with a binding obligation, he shall not violate his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth.
The Chronicle.
Chronicle.
Mate.
And you know, Chronicle no bokata no
I mean for daily graphic in here. Now across streets death trap for motorists, traffic lights dead. Urban roads battles to keep them on. Abena ba could be a Ablikuma Central ho Latabia question. Is that the correct way?
Yeah, Latabia question.
Abena almost for almost 15 to 20 years as a street light no say no. Traffic light no do.
Omonye.
Nso eji ho sika e o fo etuo mu ka.
Aviation there wa abotwe kwan no so.
Eno so say
eno e ko 5 years ni. Enye dwuma. Sanso na ba ko bi wo American House. American House. Otra main American House traffic light ko wonim kakra bia. Enye dwuma. Bebre na graphic road so sa. Omko bi sa urban director na urban road ma omoni woman bi na ka say wo urban road so ho. Wo say ebi wo ho no mo ankrofo na awia. Ebi wo ho no so so a.
Ko fa na awia de.
Cables na ewo mu no. Ebi wo ho no so a ka ebi dia behwem. Ebi wo so enkura e na akeka cables na mu. Enti no ewom arabe wa disabe ka o.
Mami Vezia na de ya de Mami Vezia na se boyi. So enkura ti ma ko keka. Hey, what hu penin sem da be say traffic light no.
Na me ka kira.
Enkura ti mi ko. Enkura me ni bankura. Na we dey no dey. So no, that's ugly. So.
And I'll say repairing them, you see, are very expensive.
And this is what you're talking for?
Ah, I don't know.
Your culture of maintenance is our problem. Say street light.
Traffic light, as some walk room had the adding.
Abena, send you walking. Traffic light no issue no. Okay.
And I be brain so why you two mure guasi. Say una no mutu guasi na ya na di nkura ne ba no. Nti
Abena, nkura na menyintum.
Sa.
Unim. Nti sebe.
Oh, they read the story no. Ma me na kan.
Me nko hokura.
For graphic no ma.
The
road safety engineer of the Department of Urban Roads, Pat Oni, told Daily Graphic that the traffic light situation had been caused by a combination of thefts of some important components, vandalization, including fires and rodents, and vehicular accidents. I say vandalization, including fires and rodents. Rodent no engura nka ho.
Nka ho. Nti una single out.
O say.
Una oyi and.
There be say combination of factors, some account factors ni nyina. O say ebi wo ho aka ne de akohwem. Ebi wo ho no so so ana components na ewo mu na kromfo na awia. Chene fo na twitwa. Ana say enkura akeka.
O de fa si o ye wi. Very interesting. I mean, Areho. Mami kinka on one for messages na. Mami Sandy eni yankomo.
Okay.
Francis Kwame. Okay. Francis Kwame Riafe says, "Good morning, Abena Papebi. I hope by His grace all is well with you and His crew. I thought you have all given back." Or country we are not in. Maintain the opposite. Or can say Italy customers or Italy be behind them. Say Italy for customer. But and some baby why? And a Kathleen poll device. Or say His Excellency Kennedy Kwame, Kennedy Agyapong has already won the race. Samuel Ahene, good morning, Wahine and the Queen. Wahine, welcome back. Mr. Entry really fits in your shoes. He's good. He speaks both Ghana with the Ghana. A bad day. Me go so about yemfa. And also our voice said it. So my God, and you know, be an one near the tune. Me name they go 4% to you. But me.
No, Mr. Entry to. I'm sending you to him.
But I'm making. What is that?
Antonio, no, so no quasi into a tune man.
So is suffer. On why suffer me suffer. We said you know as of who as the for so the new dear. As the need Nyarko
pen quasi a onim nyumto.
Sir.
Hey, what an another?
Ntinda.
Hey, wo be dwane.
As the need onya de kwana nyum.
Mr. Entry so bobes pa.
Or say please if a kinky seller pays her tax, can she tax go to pension? Because in Italy, so far as you pay your taxes, you go to the pension bread baker, goes towards the follower, planter goes to taxi and others, and also driver goes to ITA. Okay, no say hono.
Onchire mu ye ITA ni ye den ye ni Italy ho ti be be na ati
de o kana. Message na no achichi.
I am a message.
Because what say be as a oton ade kwa oton tax akọ pension na etimma bibi. That's what he's trying to say. Joe Walasco, if they like it or not, Honorable Ken will carry the vote. Case closed. Asarbedia oh papa.
Hey, daddy.
Okay. So Holland says, good morning, Abena. A healthy and happy birthday to my son-in-law, Mr. Kwikuma. Listen to you live from Holland. Hey, papa Asarbedia Lady Khadija says, good morning, my lovely screen couple. Good to see you today. I stumbled on a star station this morning and my heart sank to hear the negative comments said about Honorable Ken by your ex-colleagues. So sad. Patramati. Solomon Ej. Hey, Capito, welcome back. With a pinch of swag.
With a pinch of what?
Swag. Hopefully, you're going to say it again. Kukurubunku. And etc. I miss these inspirational words. your queen rock, she should keep it good.